Hey, we are Bizarre Investigations. I'm Hugh.
And I'm Josh.
How you doing, bud?
I'm doing good, man. How's your week been?
It's been, man. My family's all been home with me because of this shit.
Lockdown for life.
Lockdown for life. Essential workers. Woo.
Yay, we get to still go out and hate our jobs.
Right? Even though my wife was in the medical field, she still got laid off because she was in pediatrics. Now she's got a fucking job interview for Sutter.
That's good, though, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy that they
Probably
would even
shouldn't say Sutter, but
Oh, well. It's crazy that they laid anybody off in that field. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you would think of even okay, we need to transfer you from this field. Like, okay, you're specializing in pediatrics. Well, you're going to start learning a little bit about this right now.
Well,
I would think that's how they would do it.
She was at a small office. She wasn't like incorporated with any like big company, so there was nowhere else to send her, type of thing.
Gotcha.
But yeah. So that's been fun.
Hells yeah, man. So I know you want to open it, so I'm going to bring it up right now. What bang are you drinking today?
I'm drinking lemon drop.
Sorry, guys. I could not be patient, and I did not wait to open mine. There it is.
Oh, yeah. It's beautiful flavor.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah,
I'm drinking Purple Haze, but I did
Haze.
not wait to open mine on air.
He wanted it too bad.
I'm slipping.
Oh, man. My two go-to flavors, Power Punch and lemon drop. You want to get into this brain fuck? Because we have not been doing it.
Yeah, we haven't been, so I don't want to forget it today.
Yeah, so let's fucking kill it. I got one right here. When you have me, you immediately feel like sharing me. But if you do share me, you do not have me. You know what it is?
I don't.
All right.
I've been too confident in the past.
Want me to say it one more time and then continue on?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. When you have me, you immediately feel like sharing me. But if you do share me, you do not have me.
Huh.
Find out at the end if you don't know. If you know, now you know.
If you don't know, you will know.
Hey. Yeah, let's move on, man.
Yeah, let's do that.
You got a bizarre story you got?
I do have a bizarre story. Do you want to get into that, or you want to?
It's up to you, man. You want to get into now or in a little bit?
I guess, man. I'm just so anxious to start my reading.
I gave Josh permission to start reading his shit beforehand, so he doesn't feel like he doesn't know how to read.
Well, it's just weird, but it is what it is, I guess.
Hey, fuck it.
Yeah. So you want to do this or what?
Let's do it.
It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life and committing acts of murder.
This one is called Stranger. You know what's funny? I'm hoping I don't read the same ones. I don't think I have read this one, but
You should. You can't like copy or you can't like write in there, can you?
no, I can't.
It's on your phone.
Yeah, it's like a downloaded thing on. I downloaded stories onto my phone.
'Cause I know back in the day when Braden would do that shit on ATT,
Mm.
he would like crinkle the pages a little bit. At least so
He
that's
had
what said.
actual like hard copy.
Yeah.
I don't. I have
Yeah.
a book of stories that were published or whatever, or fucking submitted.
Fuck it. Do you see what they're doing though?
I haven't listened to them in so long.
What you see on Instagram or anything like that?
No, what do they do?
They're encouraging all their fans to download an app and go running for them.
Oh, tell them to shut up.
There's actually been people like one guy from like Texas or something like that has like 26 kilometers already. It's been like 2 days.
Nobody knows what kilometers is.
Okay, it's like 15 miles.
I'm kidding. It doesn't most of the world use that.
Yeah, we're the only ones. Fuck the
know.
metric system.
Yeah, we don't
Imperial
know
system
it.
all the day, all the way.
We don't get it. Anyways, I'm sorry. Back to my story.
Yeah, back to
Okay,
it.
so this one is called Stranger. I am 22, and this incident happened. I feel like a lot of these stories happen to 22-year-olds.
Hey man, a lot of shit's happened to me. I'm 23.
Yeah. I am 22, and this incident happened a year and a half ago. I had just moved into my first apartment and was in the process of moving in. What? I had just moved into my first apartment and was in the process of moving in. That's redundant.
No, he's saying like he just he just got the lease to his first apartment.
That's not what he said, though. He said I had just moved into my first
apartment. That's what
apartment.
I'm incorporating. Maybe he moved his body into there, and now he's moving all his belongings.
This is going to be a horrible story if I keep interrupting like this. Okay, so the door that led into my apartment locks itself automatically when closed. So I was going to the entrance of the apartment complex to get my mail while talking on the phone with my boyfriend. I returned to the apartment and sat on the bed. I keep losing my spot. Maybe I should get an actual book.
Yeah, maybe. That would be helpful.
Because this one is hard to follow through on my little phone.
Yeah, you should back up and get a S20 Ultra.
I'll get the Note 20 actually. I dropped the phone on the floor and it landed under the bed, so I had to lie on the floor and stretch for it. I saw something that caught my eye. There was someone under my bed. My eyes widened and I choked the urge to scream. The person under my bed was lying still with his back towards me and his head to his chest, so I couldn't see his face. And he didn't see me. Oh, he didn't see me trying to be rational while so many thoughts rushed through my head. I picked up the phone, said, "Sorry, I dropped my phone. I'm just gonna take a shower and call you back." I thought she was apologizing to the guy. I guess she's apologizing to the person on the phone. The bathroom is right by my bed, so I hastily walked in quietly, locked the door, turned the shower on, jumped out my window. My apartment is on the first floor. And called the police. They told me to wait nearby, but to go across the street and see if anyone comes out the door to the apartment complex. This was during the summer, and it was still light out. I placed myself across the street, hiding behind a car while watching my open bathroom window and the entry door. I called my boyfriend, and he came to me just before the police. So the boyfriend got there before the police after she called and said, "Hey, someone's in my damn house under my bed." Jesus. Sorry, I totally lost my place. I gave them the keys, and they went inside. Moments later, 2 cops came out holding a thin and tired-looking man. His eyes looked crazy, but he didn't try to get away. The policeman that had stood beside me and comforted me while the police searched through my house. I was a mess, shivering and crying. Told me that the man stood outside my bathroom door with one of my kitchen knives waiting for me to come out. Ooh. This man somehow crept in my entry door while I was getting my mail and hid under the bed. The man that was trying to hurt me turned out to be a homeless person.
Ooh, kind of fits today's narrative.
Yeah, that's weird. And was placed in a mental hospital. My boyfriend moved in with me the very next day. End of story.
That's probably just a fucking thing to get her boyfriend to move in.
Posted by Myra. But that's kind of funny. I don't pre-read these stories at all.
Yeah.
And the fact that it was a homeless person, fitting. Very fitting.
You did. Don't lie.
No, it was coincidence, but still. I feel all stuffed up, dude. I think it's this rainy weather.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy, man. This weather's been crazy.
It's actually really bad. Like, last night, I could not breathe out of my fucking nose. Oh, dude, last night.
Do me a favor real quick. Pause it.
Uh-huh. So I found out last night, like, I was just talking to my family. And next thing you know, my ear went more deaf than it was.
Like, you stopped hearing as good?
Yeah, like, I used to be able to hear things, like, decent out of my right ear. Like, not very good. Like, if you were saying, like, whispering something to my right side, I wouldn't be able to hear you. But, like, now, when someone's talking to me normally, it sounds like I'm underwater. So then I had my wife go clean out my ears because I thought maybe I had some, like, wax buildup or something like that. No, I had no wax in my ears. Just my my ear's so fucking infected right now. I don't even know why.
Damn. Just so you guys know, Hugh fucked up his ears in the Army. Sorry, he was in the Marines.
Yeah, get it right.
Sorry.
Yeah, so I'm more deaf in my right ear. I was like 60% in my right ear, so
it's probably worse.
I can't, like, you know, diagnose my own self. If it was at 40% hearing in my right ear, I'm probably like 20 now.
It feels worse for sure.
Yeah, like, it honestly sounds like, you know, when you put your ear into water and you hear someone talking.
It's like muffled, right?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like right now. And this microphone setup is actually helping because it's like pushing it in my ear and I can actually hear shit.
Oh, that's good.
So if I ever stutter, guys, it's because I can't hear myself talk. That's
good.
like the main cause of stuttering too, is deafness.
Yeah.
You know that?
Right. The more deaf you get, the more money you get.
That is true.
So
No, that's not true, actually. The second you get 10% for being deaf, that's pretty much all you get.
Oh, that's weak.
Fast. Before I forget, have you seen the Little Dicky show on Hulu?
You showed me something. No. It's not, he made an actual show called Dave, huh?
Dave, yeah.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen it.
The fucking funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. Like,
Really?
I watched it probably like 1 a.m. with my wife. And like I want to say like episode 3, it was either episode 3 or episode 4. I literally had to get out of my bed because I was laughing so fucking hard. Like my side still hurts.
It's a good exercise.
Dude,
Getting that ab workout.
it was the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. It was so inappropriate, but the fucking funniest thing in the world.
He's pretty funny, so I can imagine.
Oh my god, hella fucking funny. But I had to get that off my chest because if you guys haven't seen Dave yet, watch that shit.
Excuse me 1 second while I drink my Bang.
Okay, man. Had to add the extra sound effects, huh?
Yeah, I had to do it, man. They got to know we're really drinking it.
We really do drink. Like, you guys probably think we're shitting you when we say we drink. Like, I drink 2 bangs a night.
Dude, my wife, like, okay, I have like 10 bangs in my fridge. She's like, stop buying bangs. I'm like, what are you talking about? I got to get all the flavors. Only problem is I have like 3 of one flavor.
That's how mine is. Like, fucking 5 power punches in my fridge right now. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, where we at time-wise?
We're at 12 minutes.
That's it, huh?
That's it, man.
That is it. All right, you want to jump into our topic or what?
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
So, what are we calling it?
Either the homeless crisis in California or the homeless epidemic.
One of the two. You guys will see on the title, I guess.
Yeah.
What got us into this is we kind of discussed it a little bit on Aurora, Texas, right?
Yeah, I think
That was the episode. It was, right?
It was Aurora, Texas. Yeah.
Because we were talking about Okay, so we got into a little bit and we kind of started talking off air, and we were like, "Oh, that'd be a good episode." So here we are.
This is actually probably our first like actual conspiracy that we came up with.
Yeah, this is first of all, like with everything going on right now, with the virus, got me kind of thinking, and then we started going more into depth about everything, and we just got to thinking, hey, this might turn out to be a pretty good episode.
Yeah.
So let's find out.
Maybe. Yeah, we don't know. It's gonna be a good talking point for sure.
Yeah, we'll find out, I guess.
Yeah, this is stuff that we like to what's it called? Talk about when we're at work.
Yeah.
Because we deal with this shit every fucking night at work.
Yeah, that's 100% true.
Yeah.
And this is something for us that was like it's fun to talk about because we do deal with it so much.
We do, yeah.
How many do you think we deal with on a nightly basis?
Between the both of us?
A rough estimate.
Or by ourselves?
No, because we're not together unless we call each other. So just by ourselves. Like you individually, how many do you think you deal with on a nightly basis?
I would say anywhere from like 50 to 100.
That's my rough estimate too.
Yeah.
And you kind of see the same ones over and over again.
And there's some times where we go to places together because we're not going to go there by ourselves because there's literally probably like 150 homeless people there.
It's like a little city, man.
Yeah, you have to walk through people that hate you because you kick them out of that fucking place.
Yeah, or you bother them every night. You wake them up. Like
yeah, and so you have to walk through all these people, and we don't do it because we hate them. We do it because it's our fucking job. We get paid
exactly
to make sure there's no trespassers. We're not just targeting homeless. If there was a rich kid, we'd tell him to get the fuck off our property too.
Exactly.
But right now, it's majority of the time it's homeless. So we had to do our job.
That's pretty much all it is, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I honestly have not dealt with anyone who is not homeless in the last 6 months.
Yeah. It's
on my property, at least.
It's kind of crazy to think, but that's exactly what it is. It's homeless people that are trespassing. And you know what I think it is too, before we even get into all of this stuff? The reason why like homeless people are not wanted on properties, even when it's like open area, like a space that's not being used, is because they don't respect it.
Yeah, and no, I've seen a lot of homeless people that respect where they're at.
That's like few and far between. Think about all the trash that's picked up every single time because they do go by and they empty out the
dumpsters,
the encampments.
Yeah.
So they go and they clean out the entire encampment after they remove the homeless, and you're talking about 50 to 100 people, and they fill up large trash bins and all that, right?
Yeah.
So they don't respect it. They leave trash, they leave feces everywhere. They cut holes in the gates. They break into the buildings.
Okay, those are I would say there's two different types of individuals. Some that are actually like looking for money and shit like that, and they're like dumpster divers. Those one, like every single time I've ever seen a dumpster diver, at least with me, they've always cleaned up the entire dumpster area.
Yeah, a lot of them are respectful for sure, but like the majority of the ones that I speak to, they're not.
Yeah,
they're not. They don't care. They're on drugs. They have mental health issues. All they're worried about is getting money for their next fix, and that's the majority of the ones that I deal with.
Yeah. I told you about the guy that me and our other buddy that we work with, we were talking to, and we told him like he could stay here because of this epidemic was going on, and he was off our property, but you know he's pretty close to it, so we can still tell him to leave. And we're like, "Fuck it, you can stay here, man. We don't care. There's a problem going on. You can stay here." And he's like, "Cool." And like 2 weeks go by, and he's like, "Hey man, you want to see my place?" And we look over. And it's probably like 6 or 7 tents. That's how fucking big this thing is.
Crazy.
And he goes, "You got my permission to go look inside, motherfucker." No, man, I'm good. He's like, dude, it's pimping.
It's pimping, bro.
I was like, what the fuck? I didn't go inside, but I'm pretty sure he has like a dead hooker in there or something like that.
Most likely. Some of these people are actually pretty cool because, like
Dude,
I said,
that guy,
we
I talk
end
to
up
him
talking
every
to
night.
him a lot.
Oh yeah, he's probably my favorite homeless person.
Yeah, I don't have a favorite right now.
I do. He's fucking go there, dude. Go to that place and talk to him. I swear to God, you'll laugh your ass off. He's a fucking comedian.
Yeah, some of them are cool.
I guess this will be kind of like a security story /
a little bit
episode, right?
Tell them about the. You know, it's funny. This could technically be a security story, but tell them about the one that broke the window.
Oh, at the same place I was just talking about, where that like the homeless guy that's hella funny. We were walking by, and I can't really tell you where we work because.
Just describe that, like the type of area.
All right, it's by like a canal, pretty much, like a water canal, and there's a little tiny pedestrian bridge, like where one bike can fit through, or like 2 people.
Yeah, it's crossing over the canal.
Yeah, so we were doing our job going to the other side of the canal because there's people in our area. So as we're traversing this bridge, this homeless individual lady was crossing, so we let her through and we're like, "Hey, have a good night." And she go, "Fuck you, motherfucker." We're like, "Whoa, okay." I mean, we literally said, "Have a good night." And then all of a sudden she goes, "Yo, watch out, fucking popo coming, the fucking popo's coming."
She
We're
started yelling as everybody was over there.
Yeah, it came, "We're popos." I'm like, "Hey, we ain't popos, we're security."
Security.
We're security. She goes, "Just kidding, the security's coming." She fucking yelled it again. I was like, "God damn it." So now at this one property at the time, there's probably, what would you say, like 90 people there?
I was going to say 50 to 70, somewhere around that area. Probably.
Somewhere. But yeah, it was fucking...
It's a heavily populated homeless area.
Yeah. And so everyone get riled up. We're like, fuck, man. There's 2 of us. We're outnumbered completely. And they're all fucking getting aggressive at this point. So me and my buddy are like, "Look, we're not fuck with any of you guys. We're just trying to go to our property. So can you let us through?" I'm like, "Fuck it." And then we hear... like, fucking motherfucker. So we went running back because it honestly sounded like glass breaking. We went running back, and that girl that walked past us had a shovel in her arms, and she smashed the entire fucking windshield out of our fucking patrol cars like a piece of shit.
And I will tell you this: the company where we work for has brand new vehicles,
Like 2019 vehicles. Like,
yeah. So. I mean, I don't even know if that really matters. It's funny because you're not busting up an old vehicle or anything like that. It's a brand new
It didn't just
vehicle.
break the window, though. She caused damage to the actual body of the car because she kept hitting the fucking car where the windshield sits is all fucking dented all along the fucking thing now.
It's crazy.
I still get that car every so often. I saw you were driving it the other day.
Oh, yeah, I did. They fixed the window, don't worry.
Yeah, they fixed the window. But they made us drive back with the fucking busted window. So our buddy who was working with us had to get, like, I told him, I'll be behind you. You just fucking follow my lights. So I had to drive. We were driving for like fucking 5 miles like that.
That's funny.
It was sketchy.
Funny, though.
Yeah.
So you want to get in a couple of the facts or what?
Let's do the facts, man.
Okay, because I have written down a little bit of facts and some numbers and shit as far as... It's mainly Sacramento because obviously that's where we live.
Yeah.
And so that's the main thing I was looking up. Actually... And I just want to say this. If you go on YouTube and Google Sacramento's homeless crisis, there's a lot of videos on there. Some of them are misleading. Some of them actually show you what's a typical homeless person does on a daily basis. Like, you can actually find quite a bit on there.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually interesting because
Okay.
you get to see like there's one I watched where it was a news one.
Yeah.
And they were going and interviewing these homeless people, and the homeless people didn't care. They're like shooting up heroin right in front of them. And
Oh shit! What was that? That was one on the American River, right?
there was one on the American River.
I saw that.
There's a couple on the American River. That's the biggest issue.
That one right there kind of pissed me off. The American River one, because they made it seem like they were fucking victims. But every one of those, if you watch that video completely, and I'm not disrespecting these people, if you watch that video, every single one of those guys wants to be homeless.
Yeah, they all say no. I wouldn't take the help. Like,
Yeah,
this is what I always think about majority of homeless people, and I don't want to sound insensitive, but I'm just going to tell you how I feel because I deal with these people on a nightly basis. Most of them, they want a handout. They don't want help.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
They'd rather get $10 cash than actually get a place to live.
Correct. Well, not even that. It's just like, okay, they don't want to work for anything. They want things given to them. They want free food. They want free housing. They want free money. They want free clothes. They want free everything.
Now, that's not everyone.
That's a majority of the ones that I talk to. That's what it is.
We understand that there are some people that have a hard time, like they hit a downside in their life.
For sure. Like most people do, and that's understandable.
Yeah.
But the fact that these people are
We're
not
talking
working towards bettering themselves.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say all of them. Some of them are. Some of them are homeless and they get off the streets and they turn around their lives.
Yeah.
But a large majority of them, that's why there's so many of them, stay in that. They don't try to get out of it.
Yeah. It's fucking ridiculous.
And the drugs don't help at all, dude.
Oh, fuck. No.
I mean, and this is something that we see so much and so often is these people shooting up. We see needles just discarded where children play.
I'm not even joking. Probably 3 times a week, I have to, like, I don't have to do this. Like, this is just me doing it. I find full heroin needles. And I pick them up. Like, I have my gloves on and everything. I'll fucking squirt that shit out and I'll fucking dispose of it myself because there are fucking full needles where kids are.
Yeah.
Like, that will fucking kill a kid.
And that's one thing, too. Everybody says you need to respect these people. They're people, too. And I understand that, but doesn't that go both ways?
Yeah, they don't respect other society besides their own.
They shit and piss where people walk.
Yeah.
I
know I said this on this episode. I've stepped in so many fucking human feces before.
We've talked about that, yeah. So they shit and piss where people walk. They leave drug needles where kids play.
Yeah.
They absolutely trash areas where people go to visit. I mean, so they destroy people's homes. I'll get into this a little bit later, like the theft and all that shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So they want us to respect the homeless people because they are people too. And I'm not saying they're not. They are, absolutely. Yeah. But I think it goes both ways, and I think people need to understand that as well.
Yeah.
So this is a conspiracy show, and we will get into some conspiracies, but we just want to kind of touch on the stuff that we
see this shit every night. We deal with this shit every night.
Correct.
And granted, we're not, fucking police, and we're not fucking paramedics, but we still, the police get called after we have to call them type of shit.
Exactly.
We can't handle it. Granted, we can handle it because we're not assholes. We don't come up to these people, go, fuck you, motherfucker. We go like, hey man, how's your night going? We try to talk to people like as humans, and some of them are just cracked out of their fucking minds, and they can't comprehend fucking conversation, and they lose their fucking mind. So we deal with this shit every fucking night.
Yeah, I just want you guys to know we will get into our theories and conspiracies a little bit later. We're just touching on a lot of things that have been on our mind.
Yeah.
And so let me just read off a couple of numbers here.
Okay.
So as of January 2019, I know that's a year old, but that's the last time they were counted. How many homeless people do you think we have here in Sacramento?
Ooh, I don't have all of Sacramento. I have California in total.
Just guess on Sacramento.
20,000.
No, it's a lot smaller.
A lot smaller?
Yeah. So it was counted 5,570 as of January 2019. It's crazy, right? Because I mean, you think that's small, but it's actually quite a large number.
And the fact that we deal with...
You're talking about Sacramento County. I don't even think you're talking about Yellow County and all the other counties that surround us.
Yeah.
So you're just talking about Sacramento County.
Yeah.
The number for the entire state of California, do you have that? I have it, but...
It's 151,000.
151,278.
Yeah, I just got the rounded number.
Yeah, so that's crazy, though. That's quite a bit.
It was a 16% increase from the last year.
So there's 22% of the homeless population lives in California. 22% of the homeless population in the entire country live in California.
Yeah, because the entire population's what, 500,000?
I don't know.
It's the entire for all of America, or United States of America. 553,742.
for the entire homeless population.
For the entire homeless population.
And there's 151,000 living in California.
Yeah.
So that adds up to 22% from what I read. I'm not doing the math. That's just what I see. So 22% of the homeless population lives in California. And California's like 12% of the actual population of the country.
Yeah.
So that's crazy when you really start to think about the numbers.
It's nuts, yeah.
Now I have one of my conspiracies here, but I'm not going to get into it yet. So let me find my place here.
Dude, I could have sworn I saw something that just like middle of last year, the population went up. That's weird.
It probably might have. It's been steadily going up all over California. I think the biggest issue is over in LA, Skid Row.
That's like
I think that's like the heaviest population, and that's probably where it's rising even more.
Yeah.
But I didn't do a lot of research on Skid Row. I did more something that hits home with me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyways, okay, so let me see. Okay, so San Francisco. It's a heavy population, right? I didn't get the numbers on that one. Do you have the numbers on that one?
I don't. I can look it up.
Cool, yeah, if you can. So I seen that they passed a law. It's called the Sit and Lie Law. It's section 168 of the police code. It is unlawful to sit down or lie down on a sidewalk between 7 a.m. and 11 p.m. So you can be cited for sitting down or lying down on any sidewalk between those hours in San Francisco.
They give them time to sleep at night, though.
That's true, but you just got to get your shit and get out before 7 o'clock a.m. I feel like that's fair, though.
That's fair enough, yeah.
Yeah. These people who, you could lay in front of someone's house and they can't really do anything about it as long as it's past 11 p.m.
San Fran, same exact poll you took you found in Sacramento, 8,011.
8,011. So it's a little bit higher.
Yeah, a little bit. For a smaller city.
And also, they don't have rural areas.
I don't know. I was thinking about I don't think San Francisco is smaller than Sacramento, is it?
I don't know. Population-wise, it might be.
I don't really know. I've never actually
it's pretty much like an island, though. And that's what I was getting at. So there's no like here in Sacramento, we have areas where you can go, and it's like open wilderness almost. You know what I mean? Like by the rivers and shit.
Sacramento is definitely bigger than San Francisco. I'm a fucking idiot.
That's all good. But that you have it there, and it's like nothing but city, right?
Yeah.
So that I think that makes it way worse, having more homeless people there and having nothing but city. So you have nowhere to go and hide. You can't hide from it.
No, yeah, you can't.
It's all right in your face, right in the streets. You know what I mean?
Right now, they're getting away with it, though.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so that fine I was talking about is up to $100 each time.
It makes no sense. Honestly, it makes no sense to charge homeless people money.
It does, because they actually get quite a bit from us, taxpayers. And I'm not trying to be like, oh, look at me, I'm a taxpayer. I'm saying like...
Well, there's no way to actually fucking force them to pay it.
That's true.
There's no way to find them unless you fucking put a check, like a tracker chip in them.
I think it just puts them further behind as far as what they're trying to, the ones that are trying to get better.
Yeah.
It puts them further behind because eventually that's going to be on their name. So when you go get a job or something like that, that's eventually going to come up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, yeah, you're right.
So,
but there's no way to find them to make them pay $100 though.
That's true.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to get at. They're like, yeah, you can find them. Like, remember Nicholas and Betty? Was it Betty? Nicholas and Betty?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And they had like 2 bench warrants out for their arrest and
cops wouldn't take them.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah. That's funny. Those are 2 people we ran into that actually burned down one of our properties.
Like, burnt down everything.
There was like a telephone pole.
Whole utility thing.
Yeah, they just burned the whole fucking thing down and didn't get in trouble for it whatsoever.
And I have them on video confessing to the fucking crime.
Yeah.
And I called the fire chief. I was like,
we called the police first.
Yeah, the
they
police
directed us to the fire chief.
Yeah, and they're like, no, there's nothing we can do about it. I was like, they literally caused damage to your fucking city.
And it was an active investigation, and they're like, no, we don't need the actual confession on tape.
I was like, God, are you fucking kidding me?
Fuck, man.
All right, get back to your shit.
Sorry. Okay, so I know this is something that bothers the both of us. Is the drug needles that are handed out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So California just now got a $15 million in funding just for needles. Just so they can hand out needles to these people who want to do drugs.
So fucking stupid.
Right? I don't even understand the thought process. Clean needles is what they're advertising.
What makes a fucking difference? You're gonna give them one needle, they're gonna use it 20 fucking times.
No, you can get as many as you want. There's no limit. That's why they're spending $15 million. San Francisco.
San Francisco does try to do a good job cleaning up their fucking needles. They actually have people.
This is the thing, though, and this is something that I read. There is no exchange policy when picking up free needles, which results in the discarded needles all over the city.
Yeah.
But if you said, hey, you can get as many needles as you bring back, that would solve like so much, because they would be like holding on to the needles and taking them with them when they go get new ones.
Yeah.
And I'd be way, way, way more for that than what they're actually doing now.
Just throw it on the ground, bud. There's no kids around here. Just
City
toss
street.
It. Yeah, fucking toss it. Dude.
Extremely busy city street, and you just throw them on the ground, no biggie.
Yeah,
but if they actually did that, an exchange policy,
yeah,
like a 1-for-1 exchange, I feel like that would be like...
It would clean up a lot of our fucking mess.
Yeah, because...
Not our mess, sorry. Their mess.
The mess that's left behind by them, I feel like, and it wouldn't be as dangerous. I'd be way more for that. I feel like that would help out quite a bit, actually.
Yeah, I don't think there should be this fucking handing out needles shit.
How many do you think they hand out a month, on average?
I don't even want to guess.
400,000.
In just, what, all of California?
That's in San Francisco.
Just in San Francisco?
Yes.
400,000?
Crazy, right? I'm sorry. I feel like we're spending way too much time on the facts and we're not into our conspiracies.
What the fuck,
but
man?
I feel like this is all important stuff.
400,000 needles.
Okay, so in San Francisco, how much money do you think they spent cleaning up human feces and drug needles and paraphernalia?
Probably 10 million.
On average, 72.5 million a year. 72.5 million every year cleaning up feces and drug paraphernalia from the homeless. Just in San Francisco. Crazy.
That's fucking
They have to hire
bonkers.
full-time workers to go power wash the streets and sidewalks.
They just fucking pull their pants down and take shit wherever they want.
Yeah, it's actually quite like out in the open. Yeah, they don't care.
It's like my fucking 3-year-old just fucking like, Dad, I need to go pee, and then fucking pulls his pants down and starts peeing. It's like, come on, you're a grown ass man. That's a kid. That's a big difference.
Yeah. Okay. Another thing. So in the state of California, we talked about this, I believe. Penal Code 495.5.
Okay.
You can steal up to $950 worth of merchandise from any business, and it's considered a misdemeanor, which is essentially a slap on the wrist. They often won't even arrest you for it.
Yeah.
And that kind of leads into one of our theories as far as like why homeless people are actually coming to California.
Yeah.
Look at all this shit you're getting.
Right. You can get away with fucking anything in California.
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
But if you're a law-abiding citizen, you do one thing wrong, you're fucked.
Correct.
But if you do everything
if I were
wrong,
to go steal from a store, I'm getting arrested. It ruins my entire life. I'd probably lose my job.
Yeah. But if you're
homeless,
yeah, you're fine.
You're good. Go back to living your life how you are.
But now with more clothes or whatever product you stole.
Exactly. So that was that. All this stuff kind of lends to that. As far as like, we have people coming from other states to come to California because it's a good place to be homeless. Honestly, it rains for a few months a year,
if we're lucky.
And
we did have like 2 years where it didn't rain.
So the weather is amazing for living outside.
It's a beautiful fucking place. I won't lie. California is probably one of the most beautiful states.
Well, for living outside, the weather doesn't get any better.
That's why the people live in San Fran and not San Fran, San Diego and LA, the homeless, because when I lived there, not a day did it go over 90. Not a day. Even in like the hottest day of the year, it was like 80.
San Fran's like that.
Yeah. San Fran's always fucking cold. I wouldn't want to be there.
Well, still at the same time, you don't got to deal with 120-degree weather like Arizona and shit like that. You know what I mean? So it like, okay, that's one benefit of California. So of course, that's one reason why they would start coming here to live. Yeah. Also, all the things we've just talked about, where all the things you get free and you get handed to you, you can get away with. Right. All that stuff means if you're homeless and you're living in another state, why not come to California and get all this stuff that's being afforded to you? And they are coming here. They are, yes. They are. They're literally coming here in buses. That's why the homeless population is so high. That's why just last year it increased by 16% just in Sacramento alone. Yeah, it's insane. So real quick,
And I feel like the only reason why it's so high in Sacramento is because they're trying to navigate their way to LA, to San Diego, to San Fran, and Sacramento is the central hub for California.
And this is a stop on the way.
Yeah, this is literally the bus stop, pretty much.
Yeah, I could see that as well. So Sacramento, we have levees throughout our entire cities.
Yeah, just like most cities.
But our levees, if you were to stretch them out, they're longer than the coastline of California.
Just in Sacramento?
Yes.
That's crazy.
I didn't know that either, but I seen that last night when I was doing some research. It's actually insane to think.
Yeah.
Our levees would stretch out longer than the coastline of California.
That's nuts, yeah.
Wow, that's insane. Well, the homeless people, they're living along the rivers and by the levees. They're digging into the levees. And that may not sound like a big deal, right? It may not sound like a big deal until we get heavy rain.
Yeah.
And we start flooding. And the levees collapse, and it kills tens of thousands of people, destroys their homes and everything they've worked for.
Yeah.
That's a real thing, too.
That's literally, like, if for you guys that don't know, Sacramento was lower than it was before. Now it's higher because of the fucking floods that we used to have. And if you look at all the gutters in downtown Sacramento, they're at least like a foot long, right? If you look at like where the cars park,
High.
It's high because of flooding that used to take place here in Sacramento. So that's why we built the fucking levees, because we used to fucking flood all the time.
Yeah, that's why
there was like the Great Flood of Sacramento that killed thousands of people.
Yeah, this is a documentary I watched. It's like 15, 20 minutes, literally on the homeless people destroying our levees.
It's so fucking stupid.
It leads me to another thing, though. There was a law that was just passed.
Okay.
Literally a month ago.
Okay.
The homeless people can no longer live on the levees.
Good.
They are being kicked out immediately. Good. I don't know if you remember, I told you, I was like, everyone disappeared from the side of the river. They were gone. Remember when I told you that about that one property?
Yeah. I didn't know. I didn't even know that. I haven't gone there in a while.
Well, I told you, like, everyone's gone, dude. It's hella odd. It's weird. Gone. No fires, no trash, no nothing. Nobody's on the river.
Good.
And then it used to be like, just so you guys know,
the entire side of the river would just be
covered in homeless shelters.
You just see fire after fire after fire after fire.
Homeless encampments, I guess we call them.
Yeah.
All the way down the river.
Wow,
they're no longer there. It's illegal for them to be there.
Good.
They're being kicked out if they go there. They're actually getting in trouble, like fines and arrested if need be.
Good.
So it's literally just got passed a month ago and it got implemented 2 weeks ago.
Immediately, pretty much.
Yeah. So that's actually,
nice.
And I know it sounds like a dickhead thing to say, but it's good.
It's good. Yeah.
There's like catastrophic repercussions if they destroy the levees.
Yeah.
Like it would be detrimental to the city of Sacramento.
Yeah, if you were anywhere near the water, anywhere near it.
You don't even have to be really near it. Think about how, like, we've had the river get up high.
And we thought the levee was going to break just like 3 years ago.
Yeah. So just imagine if there's enough damage done to these. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Also, you know what's funny? I've seen also that they're digging into the underpasses, so the freeways and the bridges and all that. They're digging into them underneath. That's destroying the foundation of bridges. They could collapse the bridges by doing this.
Oh my God, man. They're super smart.
Well, I mean, damn, right? Come on, man.
Hey, some of these guys are really fucking smart, though.
They're creative, at least.
They go to light posts, and they cut a hole in the actual light post, and they'll fucking, like, solder their fucking phone chargers to the light, like the cords inside the light post, and they charge their fucking phones. Like, you're an electrical engineer and you're fucking homeless, man. What the fuck are you doing with your life?
They get real creative with this shit, man. I think that a lot of people are homeless because of the drug epidemic, man.
Or because you don't have to pay taxes. You literally don't have to do nothing. You can go steal $950 worth of items.
I mean, technically, we could go steal $950 worth of
But we're going to
get
caught.
Not only that, it'll ruin our lives. Also, we can go get free needles if we want, but we don't do drugs like that. So, I mean, doesn't make sense, right? I mean, so I don't want to say it's only open to the homeless because I guess technically we can still get away with everything they're getting away with.
Yeah. If
we wanted to ruin our lives and be like that.
Yeah. You want to get into this shit, man?
Wait 1 second.
Okay. We're 40 minutes in.
It's all good. I told you, good thing we got into it a little bit early, huh?
Yeah.
I also wanted to talk. Okay, so you remember that guy I was telling you about, Alexander Holden?
Oh, yeah, the guy that went missing?
Yeah, they found his body on the river like a month after, 2 months, a month and a half after he was.
It was like
missing.
4.5 weeks. Yeah.
So we actually kind of went looking for him. We were trying to find him, hoping that we'd find him alive and everything. That we never did, obviously. But we actually were like literally probably a mile away from where they found his body when we were looking.
Yeah, we searched the river and everything.
It was kind of crazy because really, we were like a mile away from where they found his body where we were searching.
Yeah.
So we were extremely close to finding it. Anyways, I believe that this is an issue too. The homeless people are robbing people and in some cases killing people for money and
belongings.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think, but I think that's a huge issue as well. You want to get into the first conspiracy now, since we've been talking about this forever?
Which one do you want to get into?
Okay, so I think this virus that's going around, COVID-19, I think that maybe it wasn't designed to kill homeless, but I think it's going to kill a huge portion of the homeless.
What was funny, I saw something on Twitter yesterday or 2 days ago where it goes, yo, that homeless guy on the street ain't dead by next month, I'm going the fuck outside. Think about it. I mean, granted, there's been a lot of like homeless people just disappearing, but are they dying?
That's one thing I don't know.
Like, I haven't seen any of these fucking homeless people that we deal with on a nightly basis sick.
That's true.
Isn't that crazy?
That's 100% true. And
they're the fucking people out here not fucking social distancing and all this fucking bullshit, but yet they're more healthy than half a country apparently.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that they're not sick, but I actually do think it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen quickly, and I think they're going to see a lot of dead homeless people from this.
Yeah.
And like I said before, on our actual COVID-19 episode, I thought that China maybe created it to kill off some elderly people who are not contributing to the community anymore. Mm-hmm. Well, think about another group of people that don't really contribute to the community. Is homeless people, right?
Yeah.
They literally don't contribute at all. They cost money, they cost money, they cost money, they don't contribute. That's another thing that I was thinking about. Like,
China also has a whole bunch of homeless people as well.
Well, I don't even know if that's the case, but I'm just thinking in general, like, even if it wasn't designed for that purpose, the governments could be looking at it like, okay, here in California, we have a crisis, right?
Yeah.
A homeless crisis. So we can essentially let this crisis take care of our homeless problem, or let this virus take care of one other issue and come out a little bit better.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I know we talked about this, but at the same time, I don't see it.
You don't see them dying from it, or you just
well,
don't
I see them dying from it because if one person gets it in their little homeless encampment or the homeless communities,
spread like wildfire.
It'll spread throughout those 100 people, and then those 100 people have connections with all these other. Yeah,
Correct.
It's going to spread like wildfire.
It's going to spread quick, man.
But I don't think our community is doing it on purpose.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was intentional from the beginning. But now that it's happening, and they can see the possibilities of losing 10% of the homeless population.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that's good.
First of all, like, okay, these homeless people, they're not going to go and report when they're sick. They're not.
No, they won't. No.
They'll go to the homeless doctor. They're going to get over it.
Yeah, let's go to the homeless doctor.
Oh, they just do some more drugs and think they're going to be okay.
But, okay. It's just hard to think.
Literally, the government doesn't have.
The thing is, I haven't seen any of these fuckers sick yet.
Just because we haven't seen them, they're first of all, they do have this. They're not coming out of their tents.
I want to go back to the fucking COVID-19 thing.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, everyone and their fucking moms knows someone on Twitter that has gotten the fucking coronavirus, right?
It's stupid.
Everyone, like literally everyone fucking knows, like, oh yeah, this, and that. I've never seen a single person.
Neither have I. You know what's funny too?
Like my remember I told you my neighbor got off the fucking cruise ship because there was someone contaminated on that cruise ship, right?
Right.
She came back. She was fucking like 80 years old. She just came back home last week, 2 weeks ago.
That's crazy.
And she's fine.
You know what I think is weird? Everyone who dies is dying from the coronavirus.
Yeah, they're not dying from... Okay, a lot of people who are dying from the coronavirus are also fucking 300 pounds overweight. They smoke. They do all this other shit. But yeah, they're blaming on the fucking coronavirus.
You see these like a 70-year-old fucking famous people who are dying. And it's all of a sudden from the coronavirus. No, they're old as shit. They're not healthy. Like, that's typically how it's going. Like, they have other
they just want to blame
issues.
It just so for fucking political gain.
It may actually be a good strategy, though, because a lot of these people aren't paying attention to it. They don't give a shit.
Yeah.
They're going to other places, doing recordings. No, but really, they're going to larger groups and shit. Like, I was driving here. I seen 20 people at a bus stop, dude.
It's fucking so stupid.
What the hell?
Oh, my God. There's a lot of people that really don't think this is actually happening.
It's happening for sure.
It's happening 100%.
I don't want to make this another COVID-19.
But to the extent of what they're saying is happening, I don't know. I don't know if that's true.
We'll see. We'll find out eventually, right? I just really hope, I really hope it gets over with soon. I can't fucking stand this whole shit anymore.
All right, back to this.
Anyways, okay, so my point is that if they do get this virus, it's going to spread quickly, and I think it'll kill a higher percentage of them because you know how you said they're healthy? They're not healthy. They actually have quite a few health issues that are not getting taken care of. No, you say apparently, right? He's doing little quotation marks, and so
they're not doing their fucking, what's it called? They're not acting sick.
Correct.
Right now.
Well, you don't have to show symptoms to spread it.
No. I know.
But also, what I'm saying too is think of how many homeless people we don't see that don't even come out of the tents. That, like, there could be hundreds of dead homeless people in their tents that nobody checks up on right now. Nobody would know, because the police they stopped caring.
We would at least know about 100.
No,
because
the police stopped responding.
No, we will walk past them. We'll fucking smell that shit.
Eventually, it's been really cold, so it might preserve the body a little longer than normal. I mean, what my theory is that this was not intentional. Maybe it wasn't designed for this, but it's actually going to work out for the government, and so they can just sit back and let it happen.
Yeah. We can go back to, is that everything on that one?
Well, also, okay, so Newsom, I guess he's
governor of California, if you didn't know.
Yeah. He said that he expects over 60,000 homeless people to contract it. He openly stated that.
That's half the fucking homeless population.
Of all of California.
Of all of California, yeah.
Yeah.
Just in California.
You think about Skid Row, where the population's heavily it's heavily dense. It's really dense.
See, okay, for Sacramento, I don't think maybe a lot of them are going to get it, but Skid Row, yeah, if one motherfucker gets in Skid Row, I'd probably say there's 50,000 homeless people in LA alone.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Skid Row, I have no idea on the numbers. I'd imagine that there's at least 10,000, you'd say, right?
Well, we have 120,000 homeless people in California.
Do you think California's so huge?
Well, I know, but major cities. The major cities are LA,
8,000
San
in
Jose, San Francisco, San Diego. Those are the major cities. Major cities.
But okay, so one person in Skid Row gets it, everyone's getting it, guaranteed.
Sure. 100%. Yep.
They're so close, and it's a dense population, so they're all getting it, and you could see huge numbers there if one person gets it.
Los Angeles County had 52,000 homeless people. 52,000.
I'd imagine a majority of them are on Skid Row.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you think okay, that could literally think about it, and the kill rate on those people with health issues and who are not taking care of themselves is going to be a lot higher.
And those people attack people.
Yeah, that's one thing too. They do attack people quite a bit. Steal from them. Did you see that one where this dude pushed a guy that was walking down the street and under a fucking truck?
I did.
It's crazy, dude. These people, crazy. But that's pretty much all I had. I know Newsom, just so I don't sound like I'm being an asshole, he opened up 7,000, our plans to open up 7,000 rooms at hotels around the state for homeless people. But that's not even a dent in the actual population of the homeless people. So.
Oh, no. Nope.
I know he's supposedly trying to get people sheltered for this epidemic, but
yeah,
I don't believe it. And first of all, 7,000 rooms ain't gonna help shit.
No,
even if you get them in rooms, they're all gonna congregate still, so it doesn't matter.
Right? You're gonna get maybe three people per room, right?
You'd have to, yeah.
That's 21,000 homeless.
Well, even think about it. They're all gonna congregate whenever they want to get together, smoke their drink, and drink their smoke.
Yeah. Maybe they go on top of a roof and get in the water tank.
Yeah. I don't know how far we are in, but you had one too, right?
The one that we talked about in Aurora, Texas.
The government using them for
experiments
and stuff like that.
Yeah. We came across one homeless individual who's was talking about how the government, he used to work for the government, and they did mind tests and stuff on him, and then they fucking kicked him out. Now he's homeless because something happened.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's the other way around. I think they get the what's the fucking correct word? The people with less opportunities, right?
People who are down on their luck and shit.
Yeah, the down on the luck, hey, come to California, we have it good out here, right? They go to California. For example, Skid Row, right? There's 52, or not just Skid Row, LA alone, there's 52,000 homeless people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who's going to notice if one goes missing?
You might get some of their friends that are in the homeless community noticing, but they're not even going to report it because I bet you anything, homeless people come and go often. Like we said,
Right.
people come from other states. I bet you the people who come from other states often just go back home, like,
Right.
or are thought to have gone back home.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, one person missing, no one's going to notice it.
If we're doing testing on someone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's the best type of people to fucking take people from, right?
The people who no one will believe, the people who no one will miss.
Right. Even if you snatch someone in front of 3 other homeless people, right? There's 4 of them. You snatch the one on the left, right?
Mm-hmm.
They'll be like, "Oh my god, the government took this guy," and like, shut the fuck up, crazy.
Nobody's going to believe them.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, you're high on meth. Shut the fuck up.
Right.
Another thing is, like we said on the what's it called episode, Aurora, Texas. Meth could be a drug to help you get to the mindset that you need
Right.
for that thing. That's why they're handing out all these fucking free needles,
Yeah.
right? Maybe it's helps you see the other side of what they want you to see.
Didn't Farndy talk about that? Like drugs can be like a way
Like
to actually
schizophrenics
see
and shit like that. Yeah,
the reality for what it actually is.
that's what Joe Rogan says. If you take DMT, he swears to God you go to a different dimension, and it's just unlocking another part in your brain where this is what reality really is around you.
Mm-hmm.
But then once you take, the DMT goes away, you go back to your reality.
In your normal life. So like drugs that alter your mind don't actually alter your mind
They're
negatively.
enhancing.
They're actually enhancing it to where you can actually see what's really going on around you.
Yeah, that's what Joe Rogan says at least.
Yeah. Kind of like the Matrix.
Well, the Matrix is you're in a program.
Right.
And then once you get unlocked, you go to real world. And then once you know you're a program, you go back in the program and you're fucking God.
But this is what unlocks it, is these drugs. Allowing you to see what it really is, because we don't know.
Well, no, the Matrix is you're in a simulation.
You take a pill and you get to see it, or you don't take, or you take one pill, you get to see it, you take another pill, and you get to go back to your normal life, right? That was the whole premise of it.
Yes. The premise is,
So essentially,
if you're willing to take the risk,
yes,
you can actually come back and see reality, which is you unplug from the machine and you see what's really going on in the world, which is humanity is fighting AI machines and shit like that. So you got to go back in the Matrix trying to stop the fucking machines from happening.
but it's a similar concept.
I guess.
From what I'm saying. So you take a pill and it allows you to see things for what it really is. And that's what we're talking about. You take these drugs and it allows you to see things for what it really is.
I'd say the red pill was just a fucking thing. Like if you take it, I will take you down the rabbit hole. You know, that's what fucking Morpheus says. And then he unlocks you, which doesn't mean he unlocks your brain. He literally just fucking unplugs you from this machine and you're now in the real world. It's not like, I don't know.
But the concept is the same as what we're talking about.
I guess, sure. Yeah.
You take a pill and you get to see for what it really is. You take these drugs, you get to see for what it really is. That's exactly what we're talking about.
In the Matrix.
I'm not saying that in this world you're going to see the Matrix. I'm saying that the concept is the same. Yeah. But anyways, back to your abductions and
we mainly talked about it on Aurora, Texas, but I think that's my biggest conspiracy is that right now they're fucking taking people.
You know what's funny? We mentioned this. Okay, we deal with a ton of homeless people on a regular basis, right?
Uh-huh.
But we do know quite a bit of them because we deal with them so frequently. I've been seeing these people disappear. Like I don't see everyone that I normally see.
And right
These
now,
people who would not leave their homes, what they call homes, no matter what, are now gone.
Right now, police are not fucking making vagrants leave.
Nope.
When I say vagrants, it's a nice term to say homeless, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're not kicking any homeless out right now. 311 is a place that you call to actually remove encampments.
Mm-hmm.
And they're so backed up right now that they're not doing anything, especially because of the coronavirus. They don't want to spread the shit around.
No.
That's the main reason why police aren't doing it. Because we've actually had they had a fucking ginormous fire. Like, hey, we need these fucking people out of here right now. And they're like, sorry.
It is what it is. No.
Yeah, we can't help you right now. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, this is in an area that's going to burn down part of your city and you're not going to do anything about it? Like, we really can't. I'm sorry. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
It's crazy.
Like, the fire department has to go out there without police. Like, we seriously have to go out there and back up the fire department while they go put out fires because on our area or in our area, police won't respond because there's so many homeless people. They can't deal with it.
Yeah. Like I was saying, first of all that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
But these people who consider these tents their homes and everything like that, they're not leaving. Just like if I were to go to your house and tell you get the hell out, you're not leaving your damn house.
Yeah.
Well, these people are no longer at their places. Like they don't leave willingly.
Yeah.
And so it's weird for us when we go there and their stuff's there, but they're gone and I haven't seen them in a week, haven't seen them in 2 weeks, and they haven't
And
showed back
we
up.
know these guys by names too because we fuck with them all the. Okay, we don't fuck with them, but we talk to them all the time. Like, hey man, what's your name? And they tell us like, hey, Bobby. So we go to Bobby's tent. We'll go there at different times. We never go at the same time every single night. So like, we normally see this guy at 9 o'clock at night. We say, hey Bobby, what's up? And then the next day he's not there. So we're like, oh, we'll come here tomorrow at like 10. We still don't see him. Go to his tent. Bobby's no longer there.
He didn't just leave his entire belongings, his home, from what he calls his home, and just disappear. No, I feel like you are right that something could be happening to these individuals. They could be being taken. I don't know what for. Experiments. Like, that's another thing going back to the COVID-19.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they're intentionally infecting homeless people right now, because this has happened recently.
Yeah.
That we've been seeing a number of people disappearing.
They don't want to pay someone like $4,500. So
right. So you just take these homeless people, intentionally infect them, give them cures or try to cure it, and see if it works out. And at the end of the day, nobody's going to notice these people are gone. Well, that's what they're counting on, right? Yeah. Nobody's going to notice people are gone. And also, I mean, even if they don't, like, say they don't die from this or whatever, and they come back, and they tell their story, nobody's going to believe them because of where they are at in society.
Right?
So,
yeah, it's like MK Ultra. Remember, a long time ago, I think on episode like 1, Farnsey was talking about how the CIA would make him take fucking acid and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I said, one day I'll remember, I'll be, it's the brothel one. MK Ultra, the brothel one. So if you actually paid attention, you actually been listening to us from like episode 1, 2, there you go. I answered it for you. MK Ultra.
Yeah.
MK Ultra is when the CIA would take people, bring them to like a fucking brothel, have them fuck someone, and then give them LSD, have them fuck someone again to see if it unlocks different. It's fucking crazy.
Shit.
And no one believed those fuckers either. No one believed the MK Ultra experiments.
No, that's what I'm saying. Nobody's gonna believe the homeless people, man.
No.
I know we've been kind of picking on them the whole time, but they're still like, it is what it is. But nobody's gonna believe these people.
You're either gonna like this episode or you're gonna fucking hate it.
Yeah, to be 100% honest, if they came up with me and told me this shit, I wouldn't believe them.
No.
I just wouldn't.
I hear them talk crazy nonsense all the time. I had a conversation with a homeless person for an hour about how she was going to, this was homeless. This is like a homeless living area back at our old work, I talked to her for an hour how she was going to leave her apartment if there was a fire. I was like, the stairs right there. Like, there's no stairs. I'm like, you're literally on the 2nd floor, woman. How'd you get down here? The stairs. So where are you going to go if there's a fire? The stairs. But how am I going to leave? I literally talked to her about that subject for an hour. Like, she could not comprehend there was a fucking stairs there, even though she even admitted there was stairs. You don't fucking, half these people don't know what they're talking about.
No, definitely not. No. So that's our thing. We deal with this stuff on a nightly basis. We just want to touch on it, and pretty much after we talked about it a little bit on Aurora, we thought this would be a good episode, and hopefully it turned out to be.
Yeah, we just want people to fucking know shit. Like, if you haven't looked this up, like, look it up. Look it up in your city, wherever you're at. Look it up in your area.
Yeah, every city's probably going to be a little bit different. I mean, I'm sure that people realize that.
But majority of the people are coming from other states and coming to California.
Yeah, and California is a place where it's super expensive to live.
Super expensive to live.
So, I mean, that contributes to it as well.
Actually,
which I see a lot of people.
Depends on what part you live.
That's true.
I mean, the taxes and shit still, but like Sacramento is not nearly as much as to live as in LA, San Diego, or San Fran. But LA is more
expensive, though.
Sacramento is more expensive than, El Dorado Hills, Placerville, shit like that, which is nuts. Well, you got anything else?
I can't really think of anything, honestly. What I was going to say is go on YouTube and Google the homeless crisis in your city.
Yeah.
And look it up. I mean, I imagine if Sacramento did it, then there's got to be a ton of cities out there who did it. If not in your city, then look it up in your state. Just go on YouTube and Google it, or not Google it, go on YouTube and search it and find it out, watch the videos, get informed. Like, it's actually crazy.
It's fucking crazy.
And if you guys are experiencing any of the same stuff we are, hit us up. Let us know, man. Put it in our comment section on YouTube. Hit us up on social media. Let us know. Let us know if you're seeing odd things with the homeless population, or if you just want to talk about it in general. Hit us up and let us know, man.
Yeah. Should I say my brain fuck now?
Mind fuck, right? Is it mindfuck or brainfuck?
I don't know.
Mindfuck.
Mindfuck?
I think so.
We incorporate brain with everything, a lot of our episodes, so might as well just be brainfuck.
Fuck it. I like it.
I don't fucking know.
Anyways, yeah, let's do that. Don't say the answer. I kind of want to guess so I can sound stupid.
I'm gonna say it again. When you have me, you immediately feel like sharing me. But if you do share me, you do not have me.
I feel like it's gonna be one of those corny ones like feelings or love or something.
No. It's kind of corny, but it's not like love or anything like that.
What? Okay, so if you have me.
If you have me, when you have me, you immediately feel like sharing me.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do share me, you do not have me.
Herpes. No?
Want me to tell?
Oh, sure. Yeah, tell.
It's a secret.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, because you want to share a secret, but you can't. So if you do share a secret, you don't have it. It's no longer a secret.
Absolutely true, man. Fucked my brain, dude.
All right, you got anything else, man?
I don't. Just like we say at the end of every episode, please, guys, start a conversation with us. We want to talk to people. We got a few people talking to us now, but it's kind of the same people.
Yeah.
So just please, man, hit us up. We want to get a conversation going. We want to start talking about things. All right. Well, I think that's it.
Follow us on Instagram, Bizarre Investigations. Follow us on Twitter, Bizarre Inv. Don't fucking spell it, I swear to God. Follow us on
I was kidding. Go. I won't spell.
Send us an email at bizarreinvestigations@gmail.com. And Facebook, Josh.
BIZARREINV.
Josh still has yet to make the Facebook.
Well, I told you already I can't make a Facebook. Like, I'd have to use my name. And what's the point of using my name? They won't let me make a Facebook
Just
it being called Bizarre Investigations.
It's called a page. Make a page. We already have the page. Just get it from Farnsey.
He doesn't talk to us anymore, dude.
So
how am I going to get it from?
Hit him up. Be like, hey, what the fuck's the password for Bizarre Investigations
And then
page?
just change it?
Yeah, just change it. I mean, eventually he's going to come back on. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know. Probably not anymore.
It's looking more like he's not, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little
I don't give
disappointing. What it is, what it is. I really don't think he's coming back. If he wants to come back, we'll obviously welcome him back. But I don't think he is.
It'd be cool because we really want to do an episode with him coming up soonish, right?
I think we already established that our first episode of season 2 is going to be Big Pharma.
Yeah, episode 1 of season 2, which will be 21, will be Big Pharma.
And it may be a 2-parter.
Maybe, but I want Farnsey on that one.
That'd be nice. That doesn't mean it's going to happen.
Yeah. He did send us a text the other day going, hey, my schedule might be changing, so I might be able to come back. It's like, we'll see, buddy. We'll see.
We'll see. Anyways.
You got anything on your brain?
I don't have anything on my brain, man. I got nothing. My brain is tapped, bro.
Yeah. All right. You got anything else?
I don't.
All right. Toodaloo, motherfuckers.
Peace out.